So we'll start sitting upright, cross-legged, and it's nice to pull the flesh of the buttocks back behind the sit bones. And then we'll have the palms down on the legs and just press down and lift the shoulders up and then roll them back and down. We'll do that a few times, pressing the hands into the legs, lifting tall through the spine, lifting the shoulders, and exhaling, relaxing the shoulders down. And one more. And then maybe just closing the eyes and coming to stillness here. Feeling the weight of your sit bones sinking into the ground. And keeping the head lifted tall. You can imagine that your torso is like a flower growing up out of the cracks in the sidewalk. The spine, your tall stem reaching up to the sky. And your bottom solid and heavy, like the ground. You can let your belly relax. Allow it to be soft and full and breathing. Can you feel your belly breathing? We'll slow the breathing down now so that it feels very deliberate. Slowly inhaling into the belly. Slowly exhaling out of the belly. And then slowly inhaling from the belly to the ribs. Exhaling out of the ribs and then the belly. And then slowly inhaling from the belly to the ribs, all the way up to the chest, filling your lungs. Emptying from chest to ribs to belly. And then continue breathing like that for a few more moments. This breathing will be the foundation for the rest of the class. Whatever else we do, as we get more complicated in our movement, we want to simplify the very basics. Just breathing deep and slow. And now we'll add just a little movement. On the inhale, the arms will come up. And exhale down. Just letting the movement of the arms be fueled by the breath. Following the pace that your own body sets with the breathing as you lift and lower. Exactly. Reaching up at the height of the inhale, relaxing down at the bottom of the exhale. Good. And now when you exhale, just turn to the left, taking the left hand behind you so that you're in a little bit of a twist. And then inhale, center, lifting up. Exhaling, turning the other way. Inhaling, center and lifting. We don't want to lean as we exhale. Just imagine spiraling around like a barbershop pole or like a candy cane. It doesn't bend, it just rotates. Let's do one more to each side. And then inhaling up. Exhale, now we'll bend down to the left. And inhale up. And exhale to the right. Almost like that flower is just being blown in the wind. And the next time you come down to the left side, stay there. Press the left hand into the ground. Pull the left shoulder down. You can maybe do that by aiming the left elbow for your left hip. That brings the shoulder down. Rotate your gaze up. Keep pushing into your left hand and see if you can feel that sinking your right sit bone. And then keeping the right sit bone grounded down, start to reach out long away from there with the right hand, feeling the whole stretch through the right side of the body. And then feeling the breath moving through the stretch. On your next inhale, lift up. Exhale to the other side. And then bend that right elbow, dropping the body down to the right, pushing into the right hand, sinking the left sit bone down, and reaching out long through the left hand, rolling your eyes up if that's comfortable for your neck. Breathing long and slow. See if the breath is so deep that it moves the ribs, lifts them up away from the hip bone. On your next inhale, lift up. Exhale and bend over. Relaxing your head down, drop the elbows down, and then focus on your breath. Notice how in this position, it's not really feeling like the breath is going from the belly to the ribs to the chest. Those areas may feel constricted and not particularly able to breathe. So see where the breath is felt when you take the same long, deep, slow breaths. What happens when you breathe all the air out and really surrender and relax your body. Fill the entire space of your body that you're able to breathe into with each inhale. On your next inhale, walk your hands in, roll yourself up, reach the arms up. And then exhale the arms down. Just rest for a moment. Notice how you feel. Notice how you've crossed your legs, which one is in front or on top of the other. And then release the legs. Shake them out. Maybe if your knees feel stiff, you might want to rub them. And then cross your legs the other way. Opposite leg in front. Maybe pull the flesh of your buttocks back behind your sit bones and sit nice and tall. Good. And we'll inhale the arms up and exhale the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers, clasping your hands, and notice which thumb is on the outside. And then lift the shoulders, roll them back, and squeeze them in toward each other in the back. Breathe wide into the chest. Really work that inhale to fill the chest and push open those upper ribs. The initial stretch happens with the position that your body's in, and then the deeper stretch happens with the breath. So you're stretching from the inside out. And then on your next inhale, look up, lift tall. Exhale, fold forward and lift those clasped hands up toward the sky. Keep breathing deeply in and out. Continue to use your exhales to relax deeper into the pose. And roll yourself up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale the hands together at the heart. Staying with the breath. Roll over onto hands and knees. Line the hands up under the shoulders, the knees up under the hips. You can come onto fists if your hands are happier that way than on palms. And we'll move the spine, inhaling, tilting the tailbone up, dropping the belly down, lifting the chest, reaching the eyes up. Exhaling, tailbone down, belly lifts, head down, cat pose. Inhaling, reversing, cow pose. So important to keep the spine flexible. So much of the regular exercise that we do and movement that our lives provide don't really give us this mobility in the spine. So it's good to take time to do just that. Last one. Great. Now coming back to neutral spine, walk your hands forward, one hand's length. Spread your fingers wide. Curl your toes under. Take a breath in. And then exhale. Push into your hands. Lift your knees. And then straighten your legs and press your heels toward the floor. Drop your head down. Let it hang toward the ground. And press into your fingers, pushing back your spine, pressing down your heels so that everything is long. Maybe on the inhale, focus on lengthening the upper body from the hands to the sit bones. And on the exhale, the lower body, pressing the heels down. Downward facing dog. And then just sway the hips over to the right side a little, keeping your heels pressing down, maybe feeling the length of on the left side a little more. Stay long and slow in the breath. And then let the hips come over to the left side. Keep the hands active, the feet down, the head down. The breath deep and slow. Then come back to center. And then walk the feet forward. And then come all the way up to standing. If you're using a mat, come stand at the front of your mat. Good. And we'll do some rounds of sun salutation. And we are moving with the breath. So every time we're lengthening and opening the body, we inhale. And every time we're releasing or folding the body, we exhale. Use that as your guide. And then we'll start off at my pace. And then because I'm asking you to follow the rhythm of your own breath, you'll go at your own pace. Start at the hands together at the heart. Inhale, reach the arms out and up, lifting the gaze and lifting the chest. Exhale, fold forward all the way over. Hands to the ground, bending the knees. Step the right foot all the way back. Runner's lunge. And then exhale, step the left foot back so that you're in a plank. And then lower. You can lower all the way to the ground or just hover above the ground if you have the strength. And then push into the hands and lift the chest. Shoulders back, eyes up, curl the toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, left foot steps forward, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms up, chest up, eyes up, leaning back, opening the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot comes back. Press the heel back, sink the hips down. Exhale, right foot steps back, plank, and then lower the elbows all the way or part way. Push into the hands, roll the chest and eyes up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward and fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Good. Now, go again at your own pace. If you're not quite sure what to do, feel free to improvise. Just know that when we step the right foot back, then we step that same foot forward. Left side. And next time you come to standing, stay there. Just taking a couple of breaths before we continue adding in different postures. Slow, steady breath. Keep it rhythmic. Good. And then inhale up. Exhale down. Over. Inhale, right foot back and hold there. Good. Sink the hips. Lift the body. Keep the back heel off the ground. Take the arms out to the side. Bend the elbows. Good. And inhale. Elbows back and eyes up. Exhale, sink the hips. Inhale, elbows back, chest out, eyes up. Exhale, sink the hips. One more time. Good. Now bring the back heel onto the ground. Keep the front knee bent nice and deep. So your belly is rolled in the direction of the right side, but you're going to gaze straight ahead. Take the arms out and look past your left fingers. Now look down at your left knee. Is that knee going straight ahead or is it sinking in over to the right side? Keep the knee so that it's pointing the same way as your front toes. And then drop your hips down. Feel the hips opening wide, even peeling those inner thighs out. Good. Back hand on the back leg. Front palm turns to face up. Inhale, lift the left hand up. And exhale, lean back into that right leg. Gazing up. lowering the hips, feeling the breath. Slow, deep breaths so that there's still a sense of ease and calm. And then come and bring that left arm down. Elbow can rest on the thigh. And the right arm reaches all the way overhead. And look up and push back into the right foot. Reaching out long through the right hand. Feel that long side stretch. And then bring the hips forward toward that left foot. Stream your breath through your body. Good. Now bring the hands onto the ground. Step back into plank. Hold plank. Breathe. If you're tired or just not feeling like holding plank will serve you, you can bring your knees down and come into a modified plank. You can rest completely if you prefer. Good. Now from plank, we're all going to just flip over onto the tops of the toes. If your knees are down and you're wanting instead to bring your pelvis down and come into a cobra, that's fine. Otherwise, we're going to be in this upward dog, which means that we're on the hands and the feet, but nothing else is touching. And then shoulders back, eyes up. Breathing. Good. And then curl the toes, take downward dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Keep the back heel off the ground. Lift your body up. Sink your hips. Straighten your back leg. Push back through your back heel. Take the arms out to the side. Bend the elbows. Inhale, elbows back, chest and eyes up. Exhale, sink the hips. Inhale, elbows back, chest and eyes up. Exhale, sink the hips. One more time. Nice. And then bring your back heel onto the ground. Straighten your arms, rolling your belly to the left and your head to the right. Bend deeply into your front knee and then spiral your inner thighs out like this. So you really feel that stretch in the inner hips. Good. Drop the weight straight down through the tailbone. Evenly felt in both feet. Warrior two. Turn the front palm to face up and the back hand on the back leg. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, lean it back. Reverse warrior. Feel the breath coming up under those right ribs. Good. And then bring the elbow down onto the front leg. Reach the left hand across. Turn your gaze up. Push into your left foot. Reach out of your left arm. Breathe long up the whole left side. Good. And bring the hands down. Step the back foot forward. Exhale, folding. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale up one more time. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, right foot steps back. Holding plank. Coming into upward dog or cobra. Curl the toes, downward dog. And then inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, lower the hips and bring the knee to the elbow. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, lower the hips, bring the knee to the elbow. Again. And then one more time, lifting up. And then hold the leg up, bend the knee, and then rotate the belly to the left. With a bent knee and flexed left foot, push your left foot back into the space behind you, really opening that hip. Look under your left arm. Press your right heel down. Push into your hands. Keep pressing back through your left foot. Big opening there in the hip. Good, now look forward. We're going to step that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Good. That's it. And then if you can, bend your elbows. If you can come all the way down onto your elbows, go ahead and do that. Yep, keep sinking the hips, relax your head, maybe resting your head on stacked fists if you're that low. Good, now bring your back knee onto the ground, relax your back toes. And then either being on the elbow or on the hand, whichever it is, take your left arm up. Breathe and twist. Stay here if you like, or if you want, you can bend your back knee and reach your left hand for your right foot. And then kick the foot away to open that shoulder even more. Maybe deepening into the twist even more. Good. Release the back foot if you had it. Come back onto hands if you're not already. Curl the back toes under. Step back into plank. And then upward dog or cobra. And then downward dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, drop the hips and bring the knee to the right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, drop knee to elbow. Again. And then lift the leg, bend the knee. You're basically tucking your left buttock under in order to roll the belly open to the right side. Drop your head so that you're looking under your right arm.
Flex your right foot and push that foot back. Keep the head down. Keep the breath deep and slow. Good. Now lift the leg, look forward, and step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Good. Dropping the hips, back leg is straight, knee is off the ground, and then lowering any amount that you can. If you're able to come down onto your elbows, do so. Don't worry about it if you're not. That means you're already getting the maximum stretch and you don't need that. If your head can rest on your fists, that might feel nice. Deep breath. Deeper the breath, the deeper the stretch. Good. And then let the back knee come down. Relax the toes. If you're on your elbows, stay there. If you're on your hands, stay there. And then we'll just twist and lift that right arm up. And then again, if you like, bend your back leg, reach your right hand back for your left foot, and kick the foot away from you, rolling that shoulder open even more. Stretching that left leg even more. And release if you have the back foot. Come onto your hands. If you're on your elbows, curl the back toes under. Step back into plank. Last round. Coming into upward dog or cobra and downward dog. Pushing forward with the hands. If you're needing a rest and you want to come into child's pose here, feel free. Drop the chest. Actively push the hips back by pushing the hands forward. Press the heels down by pressing the thighs back. Good. And then we'll all walk the feet up. Let's stay in the forward bend for a few breaths. Taking hold of the elbows. You can even bend your knees a little bit. Those of you who are resting, feel free staying there. Just let the weight of the elbows lengthen the spine. Good. And then we'll slowly start to roll up. Reaching up, inhale. And exhale down. And two more. Inhale, arms out and up. And exhale down. Last one. And just standing, eyes closed. Feel the feet. Feel the earth. Feel the spine lifting tall, like a flower reaching for the sun. The feet sinking its roots into the soil. The breath, infusing it with life.
And then let weight shift into the left foot. Open the eyes. Looking at a spot in front of you, either the wall or nature or the floor. We're going to bend that left knee. And then come and place the right ankle above the knee, keeping the right foot flexed. Now, wherever your eyes are, they're going to draw a straight line down toward your left foot as you begin to bend deeply over the leg and more deeply into the knee. You have some options with your hands. If you're struggling with balance, you can touch down if you're that far. You can bring your hands around your calf, or maybe rest your left hand on your foot and your right hand on your knee, deepening that stretch. And if you want to challenge yourself more, drop your head and let your eyes find a spot behind you. That's really challenging for the balance. Steady yourself by using slow, deep breaths and focusing your mind on your breath. And then come all the way up and release the foot. Good. Close the eyes. Notice how your left leg feels compared to your right. Steady your breath. Shift your weight into your right foot and open your eyes, gazing at a spot straight ahead. Keep your mind on your breath. The more your mind is still and quiet, the more your body will be still and balanced. Bending into the right knee, placing the left foot above the knee, flex the left foot. And then draw a line with your eyes down toward your right foot as you begin to fold. Dropping the head as much as you can, mindful of the fact that it makes the balance harder if you drop it all the way. Breathe. And come up. Release the leg. Stand still. Inhale, pull the shoulders up. Inhale, pull the shoulders up. Inhale, pull them up. Exhale out of the mouth, drop. Again, inhale up, inhale up, inhale up, exhale. One more time. Good. And then let the knees bend, drop the chin to the chest, and roll yourself down. Rolling down. Good. Coming down onto the buttocks. Feet on the ground in front of you. You can have your hands forward or on your chest or arms up overhead to work even harder. We're going to lower slowly down. Continuing to breathe. Continuing to maintain control all the way down. Keep breathing. Good. And then once you're all the way down, move your feet so that they're under your knees. So bend them just the right amount, ankles under knees, feet hip width apart. We'll start with the palms facing down next to the hips. Breathe belly, ribs, chest. And then push into the feet to lift the hips up. Roll the shoulders under you. And then clasp your hands with the opposite thumb on the outside from what we did in the beginning of class. And if you don't remember, just notice which way you wanted to clasp your hands and do it the other way. Opposite thumb on the outside. Continuing to roll the shoulders under. Pressing down through the feet. Pressing forward through the feet. Lift the hips. Feel the tailbone curling up. Press down into the upper arms, lift the ribs, feel the chest lifting up. And then with your hands still clasped, pull them apart. See if that lifts the ribs and chest even more. Keep the feet active, the hips lifted, and then breathe deeply into the big openness that you're creating for the front of the body. Keep lifting the tailbone, lifting the back ribs, deepening the breath. Good. Release the hands and slowly lower your spine back down. And then lift your head. Reach your hands past your thighs, looking between your thighs. Breathing deep. A more restful counter stretch might be to just have your knees in the chest if you're not really feeling like doing this ab work. Good. And then slowly lay your head down. And then we'll all bring the knees in. And then open the knees out to the side, resting your hands on the inside of your legs or your thighs. Just letting the weight of your hands and arms be heavy against the legs, feeling that deep stretch and breathing into it. Good. Bring the knees back together. Open the arms out to the side and drop the knees to the left. Roll your head to the right. And if your right knee is not touching your left knee, maybe bring your left hand onto your right leg to help it down. Bring your breath all the way up to your right shoulder to help it down. And then if you're using your left hand, release it. Lift the knees up and bring them over to the other side. Again, turning your head the opposite way to the left. Using the right hand if that serves you, or just keeping it on the ground. Filling the body with the breath and then relaxing on the exhale, deepening into the twist. And then release your hand if you're using it. Bring the knees center, bring your head center, hug your knees into your chest. Release the feet down, lift your tailbone, tuck it under, and lower back down. And release your legs. Shake the legs out. Let your arms rest out to the side. Take a deep breath in and squeeze your hands and squeeze your toes. Squeeze your buttocks, squeeze your face, squeeze your belly, squeeze every muscle in your body. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze tighter, 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 tighter. And exhale, let it all go. Relaxing into the ground. Let the jaw relax. Let the muscles of the face be soft and relaxed. And let your breath relax. For the last 50 minutes or so, we've been deliberately breathing slow and deep and long. And now we let that go. Just letting the breath breathe on its own, however it does. And bring your attention to your breath. Notice where you feel it in your body the easiest. Maybe the belly, maybe the chest. Maybe you feel it coming in and out of your nostrils. Maybe you feel it in your whole body. Doesn't matter. Just rest your mind wherever you notice the breath. And just watch it. Feel it come and go in whatever way it will. Just allowing it. Resting. Resting. Deeply relaxed. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. And rock side to side. Massaging your back with the ground. And then come center, bring the bottoms of the feet together, the palms together, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. And roll over onto your side, resting your head on your underside arm, resting your body on the ground, resting your mind in the feeling of your breath, feeling of your body, feeling of your heart, everything you've created through your practice today. And then slowly press yourself up into any comfortable seated position. Sit bones sinking down, head lifting tall. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale the hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste. Thank you. Happy holiday.